all over my face already this morning. Good morning and happy Monday. What a long week it is already becoming. So we are gonna go live and feed some animals together this morning. I've already went down and I've cleaned and I've done all that kind of stuff and all that goodness. And now we're going to feed everybody and go down and say hello to everybody. They were all schnoozing this morning when I got here at 6 o'clock to clean out all their enclosures. Anyway, let's go down and get everyone fed and good morning, and go from there. Let me, sorry, book a face. Let me switch over to my Wi-Fi. I gotta take them off of my Wi-Fi because Wi-Fi sucks out here. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna start, Cooper. I'm gonna start today though, first. Cooper, no. We got some Amazon goodness delivered yesterday. We're gonna open this up first and then we'll get everyone fed, see what this is, and go from there. All by myself. I'll take one. Awesome! So for those who don't know, we're redoing our reptile room, and we do have an Amazon wish list going right now for that. Aw, Steph. Gonna add Stephanie to our wall of donors for the changing the reptile room. We're gonna be having a sign made with all the donors' names on it. So I'm keeping all of these to know who's that. So Stephanie donated our reptile dome, which is super exciting. It's a double dome light for them, which is awesome. Super excited, which means I can get an animal switched today into that new enclosure that we just got, thanks to Stephanie sending these in. That's awesome. We're gonna get everything set up so much nicer back there. So we need we have a couple racks on there that we need. We have new lighting that we're wanting to put in there, and we're wanting to completely renovate our reptile room. We have everything from reticulated pythons to rattlesnakes to lizards of all different kinds. And everyone who sends in a gift from our Amazon wish list will be added to the thank you banner that will be in our reptile room. So, hold on, I'm trying to debate on a very safe place to put all of these so that I know exactly where they're at. Give me a second. Oh, excuse me. All right. We're gonna put it right there for now. All right, Dabby? All right. So I'll get this set up today at some point and get out. I think I'm gonna move the carpet python over first to that new enclosure. Maybe the ball python, not quite sure yet. And then I know Robin sent in our double decker 4x2x2 enclosures. She sent those in. They should be here next week, which will be housing hold on, they'll come to me. Give me a second. It's been a really long weekend for me, which is only one day, but that's okay. Blue tongue skinks. I got 2 of those. All right. Hi guys. So let's get everyone fed. Got hair in my mouth. I'm shedding, I think, just as bad as the wolves right now. I don't know about all you guys. Mine is like a stress shed though, so it's a little bit different. Has nothing to do with it being summertime and getting new hair growth. It has everything to do with the fact that I am just stressed to the hilt. All right. Hey bud, I love you, but can I have some space here? I know, I got to be with you all day yesterday as I had to go out to work yesterday from 1 to 4:30 or so yesterday. So, all right, we're gonna feed foxes, raccoons, giant anteaters, coatis, skunks, marmosets, and porcupine. So I'm gonna figure out. You are just right in the way today. As much as I love you, you are just right in the way. All right, we're gonna use this for the foxes. All right, here we go. You guys ready? Let me put you at a little bit different of an angle here. Hey, Coop, can you move, please? Cooper, move, bud. Thank you. All right, here we go. And I apologize. I can barely read comments. They are about this big on here. So if you are making comments, please look to our mods because they are answering a lot of those for you. So I'm just reading through. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. You know, I never thought of it that way. That is a good perspective of why roosters crow in the morning. It's just to get out all that anger and that frustration all at one time, right? And the foxes. Ah! All right. Here we go. All by night. We're going to get Salvador started first here. We'll start with the avocados this morning. All right. So giant anteater, he loves when his pop out of here. There it goes. He absolutely loves his avocados. We're gonna do this morning. Careful. Avocados first. They're starting to be talkative this morning. They were all sleeping as I was. They were sleeping this morning as I was cleaning there, filling all of the new holes that they have dug for me and moving all the gravel from one side back to the other side and, you know, all that fun stuff. I did put a cat bed in there to see what they would do to it. So there may be fluff down there when we get back to, when we go down to feed the foxes. They may have destroyed a bed. Maybe. We'll see. So I gotta stop by the grocery store. I want a barbecue tonight. Let's stop and get some like corn on the cob. Get some corn on the cob so I can smoke it on the smoker. I don't know, but maybe I'll do some oh, you know what? I do kebabs. It's been a long time since I've had kebabs. I'm gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna do some chicken and steak kebabs tonight. Yes, I am. Get out of here. That is what I am going to do tonight. That sounds delicious. With some corn on the cob and what else? Ooh, I can make some Texas toast on the smoker too. That sounds delish. Let's do that. Texas toast with some garlic, butter, and yep, that's what I'm having. Hey, I'm not doing this game with you today, okay? No, here, go. That sounds delicious. It's probably been honestly, 4 years since I've made kebabs. I need to. Onions and clearly, no, I have not eaten today. All right. Last night for dinner, I had a protein bar. I was so tired. So tired. All right. Made everyone else dinner, but I went to bed. I got a lot to do today. A lot of computer work to do today, and I gotta email a couple people today. Follow up on some stuff. Avocado for the marmoset. Put the rest of it in here. Last avocado is going to go to my bean pole, who's my porcupine. We're going to cut this in. There they go. They're hungry. They can start screaming. All right, we're gonna do some banana next. No. So porcupine loves bananas. The giant anteater loves bananas. Whew, I'm tired. It's just been, it was really hard for me to get out of bed this morning. I was like, oh man, how long has it been since I've just wanted to like sleep in? Oh, all right, that's every day. Oh, you know I'm exhausted when I start to lose my voice. When I get to pure exhaustion mode, I don't know why, I just lose my voice. So sometimes when I get home at night, my voice is a little high and squeaky because I'm so exhausted, it just goes away. It's weird. Cooper, no. Dobby, no. Dobby, no. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. All right, bananas for the beautiful little skunks here. Got some bananas for my marmoset. Boop. All right, now we're gonna do some corn on the cob. Excuse me, sir. Corn on the cob for my porcupine. Like so. Glad you got my trash today. All right. We're gonna do some grapes for our raccoons. Grapes, 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 grapes. I let my ferrets out today to run around in their play yard in the gift shop. Oh my god, they were so happy. They were so excited. They're like, yes! All right, grapes for them. La, la, dun, dun. Ooh, you know what I can do tonight too? I can do some beans, baked beans. Do some grapes for my coati. I'll put those in the crock pot when I get home. Let those crock pot for a while. Oh, I'm so excited. Ooh, or maybe jalapeno poppers, bacon with cream cheese and some chicken in the center. Maybe I do that. This is gonna be a whole kind of barbecue tonight at my house. Guess that's what happens when I don't really eat for a day. I'm like, I think I'm gonna have everything. Never go shopping hungry. It's a bad thing. All right, grapes for my porcupine. Put the rest of this barrel in here for the raccoons. Now you can't give any grapes and anything to your foxes. It will harm them. We don't want that. A couple of my little chickens have started to lay eggs. My new ones, my this year's. I'm very excited about that. They had the little tiny eggs in there. Morning.
It's got a good video.
You want to be more specific?
Well, no, it would be a spoiler for those
Patreons?
No, it could be for anyone.
Is it over a minute long?
It is. Minute long.
Toro's like,
Didn't know what to think.
He's like, I've just been eating all these dang blackberry bushes and coming like twice my size every night and then crapping it all out, and he's cute. I can't watch it for a minute, but that's cute.
You don't want to watch it for a minute?
No, I do not. Because I've seen that meat before. A few times.
Tesla stock.
Gone?
No, it's not gone. It's down quite a bit.
Why is that?
Oh, you haven't heard?
I have not heard. Fill me in with the new gossip of the world, because I don't pay attention anymore. I gave up.
Well,
what did he do?
A list of something that was supposed to be taken or released. All of a sudden, there's no list.
List of something that was supposed to be released.
Yeah, that someone's supposed to be on. I
Oh.
don't know if it's appropriate for.
Oh, the list.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Well, they just came out and said there's no list.
He did?
Well, the
Elon did?
DOJ. No. They said, oh, there's no list, nothing on the list.
Yeah, because that can never be hidden. So his stock went down because his name's not on the list?
Well, no, not Elon. Elon's calling him out on it.
No, I know he is, so but his stock has gone down?
Because he's calling him out on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
He should, like, not
Just stop talking.
focus on politics.
I watched an interview with him the other day, and he was like, they're like, are you going to be putting any more money towards politics? He's like, no.
I think I've done enough good.
I was like, oh my gosh, what a catastrophe that's happened. Went in with best intentions and got screwed. Oh, welcome to life. All right. So, you know what? On a rescue side of things, note.
That's a good subject to be on.
Yeah. Do you know what I watched this morning that got released again? I mean, it's been on for 8 years, but it got released again or brought back to attention.
What's that?
Did you know that Michaela fought with the city or county and they tried to get her skadooched from her property?
I did not.
8 years ago, she had to go fight permits because they would not let her have more than 3 foxes at a time, even if it was rescue and replacement. That they said that she could only have 3 foxes at a time, and so they released her permit stuff that she was dealing with, which is very similar to the crap I'm dealing with. And it was they were going to revoke her permit if she did not do as they say, and she fought it for a few years. And I was like, oh man, do I ever know the strain that brings to you when a county comes up against you for something so incredibly stupid, in my opinion.
They can't take it and they have to shut down.
I know. Trust me, I know. There's been many nights where I've been like, do I want to continue this fight? And it's like, I don't have a choice because the animals' lives depend on it, and it's like, anyway, so it was about her fight and about her permits and about all of that. And then I actually discovered, because I knew she rescued foxes, but do you know what she actually did?
Horse?
No, she did foxes, but what she actually did is
Jackal?
Stop. She took the rejected fur farm babies. So they would call her and say, we have these babies that mama doesn't want. We're not going to spend the time to raise them. Do you want them? And so she took in the rejected babies from the fur farms and rescued them and found them homes and raised them and bottled them so that they didn't have to live a life in misery in a chicken crate. And she didn't start out trying to shut fur farms down. She tried to start, getting the ones out that she could get out.
Yeah.
And then she, her mission grew from there of, let's not breed foxes because breeding foxes for fur farms isn't illegal. She said in her thing that sadly it's no different than the chickens that we eat or the cows that we eat. I mean, they're not raised in the best situation, from time start to finish, in a lot of situations. And anyway, it was just very interesting to watch, and it was amazing she looked so much younger. I think that, and it wasn't that long ago
Rescue
we all can feel out here. I think I've aged a good 10 or 15 years.
Rescue ages you very quickly.
It rescues you, or it rescues you. It ages you so incredibly quick. I mean, I've tried every under the eye cream, and you know what? The solution is sleep. But unfortunately, I don't get any of that. So, anyway, it was just very interesting. And you know what? Like, her mission is so incredible. And man, the rescuer that we lost is so devastating. It's so devastating, but the bullying is real. You know, it's real.
We can get sleep once we get our real robots.
We're not gonna go on that topic. Anyway, yeah, so I just need funding, and then I'll get sleep. Once I have funding, I'll sleep. But, you know, when you don't know how you're gonna pay your bills tomorrow, you just kind of don't sleep. You're up late trying to figure out how to make it work. Tundra, she's vocal yesterday and today. Alright. I'll do some more for Edward. Edward loves sweet potato.
Did you go up there yesterday to go?
No. Why? What did you forget?
You didn't?
Alright. Veggies for the anteater. Veggies for the porcupine. A couple for the little skunky skunks. And some little topping for the coatis. And we have some for the raccoons because they don't eat much of it. If it gets caught on a grape, that's pretty much when they eat it. Then we got some for the foxes. Alright. Now. Oh man. Yeah, but I was out here from like 12:30-ish or so till about 4:30-ish, almost 5-ish. And it was a good day. I got my dishes done. So,
April's eventful day?
I know she had a birthday party, or April Conklin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. And you know what? I've actually had a similar experience, but instead of driving home, I drove into the police department's parking lot. There's some scary stuff.
That's before you had all your dogs.
That's true. Yeah, I think I was in my 99 Escalade at that point.
Yes, you were. I'm pretty sure you were.
It was a long time ago. Yeah, someone followed her and her kids home yesterday. She posted about it on TikTok this morning, that they followed her and like parked out front of her house. Like, it's terrifying. When I was at Safeway late one night, like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, I went in and got some groceries because I put my kids to sleep. My son. I think I had Shep. And I put
Both.
No.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't have Rylan in that caddy.
You had, well, then it was your other caddy. Oh, yes, you did, because you started coming out here.
You
had that caddy and you had Rylan.
Only for a year or 2 years.
Yeah.
But
Because I remember you called me and told me someone's following you. So, yeah, it was, and you had Rylan when you...
My kids were asleep. Doesn't matter how many. This completely... Anyway, I was alone. And someone followed me around a grocery store, like very apparently every aisle I walked down, like they would pass it a couple times and they were following me around the grocery store. I tried calling my husband first, but I think he was dealing with the kid. And then, but these guys were following me, and then I went out to my car to load up my groceries, and they were like, hey, do you need some help? Loading your car? And I'm like, nope, I got it, thanks. Very capable, appreciate it. And then I got into my car, they got into theirs, and then they followed me, and I was going different directions, like not home, but I was like just going different directions. And everywhere I turned, they turned, and so I finally just went up and turned into the police department and went into their parking lot, and then they drove off, and then I went home. That's not okay.
That's not the only one. Tell them about the kids with the squirrels in their pants.
What are you talking about?
The party they wanted you to go to, and they said we just caught a squirrel.
That's
some
different.
Weird ones.
That's different.
Is it?
Yes, that's
know.
different. That's different. I may have gotten invited to a bachelor party with people that I didn't even know. So, they called me and told me they'd pay me like $4,000 if I dropped everything I was doing on a Sunday to come out here and give them a private tour for them and their bachelor party. And I was like, nope, sorry. This is my one day with my daughter. I'm out shopping with her. Appreciate the offer. And then they sent me a video of them sticking a squirrel in the soon to be married guy's bed, and they're all laughing, and then they sent me them all around a bonfire like, come join us. And I was like, no, block.
How freaking crazy is that?
I had talked to my lawyer about just having a permanent restraining order on hand that he can just mail out in bulk.
Yeah. Like our waivers that we had, it was all on a PDF ready to go.
Oh, he was like, that's not a bad idea at this point. Okay. Scary. Why? I'm taking the whole thing out. Now it's stuck. Ollie!
What's up? Need help?
No, but I put this in a box so it'd be easy to do, and it's all shoved in there. Oh, cattywampus. I pulled that yesterday while I was out here.
Cattywampus. Can you save a few strings for the turtles?
Oh,
I don't know.
did you go in reptiles yet?
No.
It was all regurged.
Ew.
Yeah. Just FYI.
Can you smell that?
I didn't open it. I said, no, Jeremy, take care of this later.
Or didn't eat it. Regurged or did
It's regurged. I know the difference. I can tell if there's brown stomach mass, nasty slime all over a rat.
Gross.
Regurging is not good. He hasn't been feeling well, so we've been trying to get him to be happy, but he may be near the end of his life. He came from a pretty neglectful situation.
Yeah, he was rescued 6 years ago? Like,
Yeah, if not more.
At that point. He was abandoned.
Okay, so we're gonna try this stuff with the foxes as a little treat. This is still frozen. Shrimp for the raccoons.
I was saying, if you could save like four shrimps for the...
Shrimp for the raccoons. Well, lucky for you, I pulled 2 days worth of meat. And I think I have to go get meat tomorrow, actually.
Just the one.
Oh yeah, the other store will be worth my time tomorrow.
Any word on the third one?
I haven't asked. I've not even asked yet. It's been a little busy. All right, here we go. I don't know, I tried to get, I think it's just the seal itself. I think it just needs to be scrubbed again. That's why I had my tripod in front of it.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I was like, why is this in the way?
I might have to get. I'm sure that they sell little magnetic strips that like.
Well, they have exact seals for it.
There's something up there, but I can't.
The
see.
water thing, maybe.
Well, no, that's not it. It's like something springing it open, and I don't even know. There's nothing in there to spring it open, unless I'm just too short. See. It might be the seal right here. It looks like it's untucked. Unless it's not the grapes. Unless all of it. See if that helps.
Last time I did it, it was on the bottom.
Well, it's not at the bottom. They did this right here, just made it better, turning it like that. Anyway, figure out the refrigerator later. It's not what's important right now for me, but I gotta get these fed and get my stuff done. All right, let's cut up the meat for the animals.
Oh my God.
More than the refrigerator, isn't it?
Well, it's no longer available, but $122? Really? Holy thing. I'll sell you the car for $50. Well, an oil change is going to cost you $20 grand.
For life.
Yeah, for life. You need it every month.
That's a discount and a half. Man, my head went so many different places last night. I didn't even know how to function. I watched bad drama. I fell asleep to like some really bad like TV like acting. Should rephrase how I'm saying that. I fell asleep to really bad acting last night. And when you wake up and that stuff's happening within your dream because it's playing in your ear as you are sleeping. That's what happened to me last night. I woke up, I was like, oh, that makes sense of why I'm like a spy.
I think it was last night, the night before, I dreamed that you came out here early. And when I got here, you switched out Squeakers and Felix with the Kinkajous. And they were trying to pull the door open, but they were stronger than I was. So I was holding the door, and they were trying to pull it open.
The scariest dream I have ever had, it was a full-out nightmare that I had. I dreamt that we had created this like weird new sloth enclosure that was like a U shape, and it like went like there was something in the center. I think it might have been. Can you go, please? I think it might have been the Kinkajous or something in the center. Anywho, it was a U, and there was a door on the side, and that was like led into some kind of break room or something like that. And a Adagio went like cheetah speed and chased me, and it was the scariest thing ever, because if you've ever seen a sloth walk on the ground, it's Exorcist style. It's scary. It's a weird feeling that you get too when they're walking towards you like that. Ba-dunk, ba-dunk, ba-dunk. It's so weird. It's almost like they're in a back bin for them.
It's a scary movie. It's like The Ring or something like that.
The Ring didn't scare me, but you know, I've never made it all the way through. I can't do demonic stuff. I really can't. I don't do that. It scares me. Ghosts and stuff scare me, and then I have to like run and jump in my bed. Because I'm scared something's gonna grab my feet, you know? I don't know. I'm one of those. I can't do stuff like that. When I was young, I did something, and it ruined me for life with that stuff. I'm scary. No bueno. I don't mess with that. I don't need to bring any of that bad juju vibes to my homer myself. I can't do it. I'm a sissy, Lala.
There's enough of it out here.
You know, I know. Supposedly they used to do animal sacrifices on this property. Supposedly. Before we bought it. Before we bought it.
Yeah, that would have been what, 30, 20 something years ago?
Yeah, about 27 years ago. Anyway. There's weird stuff that used to happen out here. And honestly, it stopped after my dad got fired.
Yeah.
It did. It did. It stopped. It's so weird. After my
There
dad.
was that one sighting with the cat after he left.
Yeah, but that's not scary. Like that's.
Well, it was because he yelled and we ran down there. There's no footprints anywhere.
Well, what made that scary was the fact that Ross was like, "Have you seen the cat yet?" That's what made it scary. We're like, "How would you even know that?" And he was like, "Because I've seen it. You've not seen it out here before?" And I'm like, "What?"
I think we were talking about seeing a cat. Oh,
No.
I thought we saw it, and he goes, "Oh, is it that black cat?" And you were like, "What?"
No, he full out just asked. We were talking about what they used to do out here with the star up top, and we found that star, and then we found the skulls that are being left by people's cars and stuff. And then he was like, "Have you seen the cat yet?" Like he brought it up all by himself.
The bird one or something.
Yeah, the bird skull that was left behind Bethany's car when she used to park up top, just randomly, just like, oh, here's a bird skull.
Little crossbones.
With little crossbones. Yeah, it was
That
terrifying.
was really weird.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
Everyone was like, "Oh, it was Jeremy."
Well, it's
I
because
got
you
better
did.
things to do than grab chicken bones or whatever.
It was like a raven. It wasn't even a chicken. It was, ew, turkey bacon on my leg. Gross. Anyway, all that stuff's gone away. Like, it's just a nice, beautiful feeling out here. It's like peaceful. The animals are more relaxed than they used to be, which is probably because they were feeling some kind of stuff. Anyway, I don't mess with any of that stuff. I don't do it. It's not my calling. My calling is to stay away from it. 1, 2, 3.
Move your head.
I pulled this yesterday. Obviously didn't get warm enough. I thought it was pretty hot yesterday.
It was pretty warm.
They're gonna bury it anyway, so they'll be fine. Chloe, go.
Did you bring your kids out yesterday?
No.
Kids being dogs.
No, I brought Cooper out. Cooper followed me and he helped me clean enclosures. He was like in heaven yesterday. He got to go everywhere with me in the compound because there was no other dogs here. He was like, because Cooper doesn't care about anything. He went down, the quaddy is like, come pay attention to me. He's like, meh, no thanks. All right, almost there.
Do you have a ball?
Ball.
Light?
Oh my God. There were so many butterflies out yesterday. Cooper was beside himself. I couldn't get it recorded. He loves shadows. And so he was like literally just running amok down there, just going, "Oh, butterflies!" And he was in heaven yesterday. The shadows the butterflies cast was such a happy place for him. Wasn't it? Did you like the butterflies yesterday? Did you like our butterflies? I was like, when he pulled up, in his very nice vehicle, and there's like light reflecting on his car, I was like, I'm gonna hold Cooper. Because Cooper will just run into the car. I'm not gonna have that happen today. So, anyway. It was a good day yesterday, though. It's always good to see people.
Sometimes.
Most of the time.
Sometimes you're like, aw.
That's people who touch me. Alright, hug me. I don't like to be hugged.
That sounded so weird.
I corrected.
Ashley, give me a hug. Do I have to? Oh, my penguin foot fell off. There we go.
Quality printing.
Alright, it's fixed.
Alright, let's do this for the anteater here.
Save the penguin.
Okay. Alright, we're good. Trying to think of, oh, I remember. Some cereal donated so they get a snack today. Get a little sprinkle. Okay, they get a little sprinkle of some cereal that got donated. Look out, please. Thank you. Cooper. Golly. You stinker. You're being funny today. Hi, Dobby. Alright, you guys, let's go feed some animals. Alright. Alrighty. I actually still think I have that video of those guys. Might be on my old phone actually, which broke. Raccoons. Skunks. Fox. Fox. Porcupine. All right, we're ready, guys. Let us go down. Okay, so I'm gonna go drop this. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna grab you guys. Oh, thanks for that donation. That's so nice. All right, we're gonna go down there. Hey, please don't. Okay. Boy, Dobby. All right, guys, let's go feed a marmoset together. Let me shrink you down here. Okay. Ready? Let's go. All right. I pressure washed my deck yesterday morning. Pressure washed my sidewalks. Did some laundry. Stay. Came out here, had a meeting. Stay. Did some stuff out here. Went home. Made dinner for people. And then went and laid down. And I have a lot of computer work to do today. Okay, here we go. Oh my God, you guys ready for this? I don't think you are. You all tuckered out? You all tuckered out? All right. Let's go feed a marmoset together. Let me get him his fruit cup. All right, let's go give him some food. Step over their little play yard. They're all zonked out in it. You move their play yard. You guys can see the marmoset. All right, ready? Darwin's gonna be right here. Right, he wants this though. I'm getting it, bud. I know, it's a lot of food for you. You want this? So this is Dar Dar. You're so cute. Can you take it from me? You hold it. Got it. Grab onto it. Excuse me. All right. Now. Already got everybody all cleaned in here. Redid the chinchillas. Oh, I'm gonna bring them some spinach later. I have some, well, some greens, not spinach, but greens. Let's go feed the other animals, shall we? Already did the cats. Already did the chins, minus the freshness. Did the ferrets. Got there all. Did the cat potty boxes. Look out, please. Do you guys want some water? I brought your water over there to fill it up and I didn't do it. Hold on, I get my dog's water. Just real fast. One second. Here you go. Fill up their water real quick. What do you think, Job? Good boy. Here you go, buddy. Thirsty boy. All right, they got their water. I moved it to the other side of the fence I washed it out this morning and forgot to move back. So let's go feed some screaming foxes. Okay, let's go. All right, so we are going to be doing some fun stuff. We're going to be doing Fundraiser Friday. I'm going to see if I can, oh, we're going to change out blankets today too. Man, I'm on top of it today and I don't even know it. I brought down beds and everything to change out beds and all of it. New, fresh, clean bedding for all. Are you guys excited? Did you rip up your cat bed? This is Swiper. He knows I mean food. So he impatiently waits for me right now. You ready, buddy? I got it. So here's what I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna walk in here, dump their food out, and then I'll come back and grab you and introduce you to the foxes. Oh my goodness, that was ferocious! That was ferocious! Here, Taz. Hold on, Taz. I just handed you a piece of chicken, buddy. All right, up here. Now I'm gonna flip you around, and then I can actually see comments. Ready? Fadink, fadunk. There we go. All right, I'm coming, Bean. So here's our foxes. That is Anisio. That is Taz. That is Chloe. That is Ann Fox, and that where's oh, that's Rascal up there sleeping. All right. All right, so hi, Chloe. Gotta jump up there and get some food, baby girl. Excuse you. You may share. You want a piece? There. Do you want a piece? Yes or no? Do you want this? Here you go. Do you want this instead? Okay. Let me throw a piece to Chloe. Here, Chloe. Aren't they cute? Well, Jay, appreciate your concern, but to explain, these guys are going to go bury their food. They'll eat a little bit and then they'll bury all of it and they'll dig it all up. And quite honestly, I rarely get sick, so I don't mind chicken and all that kind of stuff because I actually think that my immune system has been built up pretty good, and I actually do deworm myself every 6 months. But I do appreciate your concern, but I've been doing this a really long time. I'm not feeding people, I'm feeding animals. So there is a difference. So. Oh no, okay, that makes more sense. I just read your follow-up comment. Yeah, no, I'm not feeding humans. That's disgusting. That would be disgusting. Valid concern if you thought that. All right. So I'm going to change out this boy's blankies. What that consists of is while he's eating, I get to climb that ladder, pull his blankies out, put his new blankies in, pull his old bowls. Now this guy is absolutely 100% food aggressive. Yeah, that would be terrible, wouldn't it? That'd be disgusting. You know what? Sorry, I gotta tell So there's a reason why I don't eat potlucks. I was at a cat meeting, like for big cats, tigers, lions, all that kind of stuff. And I was very young. I was probably 13 or 14 years old, and I have not eaten like potluck food since. There was this lady, she had her music blasting, and she was getting ready for this cat thing, and she couldn't hear us ringing the doorbell, so we kind of went to the window and looked around, and she's there mixing her egg salad up with her hands. This is not a joke. When she got done, she put her hands down, let her dogs lick it, wiped it off on her apron, grabbed something, and went back to stirring up the egg salad with her hands. I almost... Oh my god. Unless I know you, I don't eat your food. That's just my... That ruined all potlucking for me. Over here? No, over here? Squeaks.
Stinky
Stop pooping on your blankets.
squeakers.
What's up?
Oh, you know, this and that.
I'm assuming that you
Yeah.
need something from me.
Well, not really.
Oh, jeez.
Did you
Nasty.
get it on you?
No, almost. I felt the wind of it. That was enough.
Nothing quite like clotty food.
I would assume my suspicions are correct. Okay. All right, give her back and I'll call Sergeant. Is it red or pink?
Very red.
So like it's the actual cloaca?
Yeah.
You would think it's the actual cloaca or no?
I mean, it looks like a big bubble.
Okay, yeah, so it's a prolapse. Okay, I'll call my vet. We got a new bird in and she's been suffering with some stuff, and we think that she was suffering with a prolapse cloaca, and our Jeremy was confirming our suspicions, so I gotta call my vet and see what he wants to do. Okay, so the day is not gonna be as short as I wanted it to. I knew April. I think of you when I think of that story because I know how much you would love to see somebody having their hands licked by dogs and then putting it back in the food for people to eat. Hi, Beanie. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Hello. Hi, what do you want first today? You want your corn on the cob? Okay. Want this first? Is this what you want first? Alright. This is Beanpole. She's my North American porcupine. Cutest little thing in all the world. Isn't she adorable? her teeth are doing fine. She just had another molar fall out. She's an old girl, so. Dogs' mouths are cleaner than humans' mouths, but it's still equivalent to them licking a toilet. Did you know that there is men who have beards? They have more bacteria in their beard than a toilet seat, a public toilet seat. Maple! I was watching that on Mythbusters or something like that. So. But yeah, I think people get confused. She was being weird when she was eating Judy the other day, which when she had dental issues before, like. Yeah, right. Okay, right. It's no one's turn. It's not taking turns. Just go take 30 seconds and go feed the little bugger and then go back upstairs. Did you guys water? Hey, did you water the garden?
Yeah, we already got that.
Good job. Proud of you guys. Whoop whoop. You watered it really good, yeah?
I just drop a chip to the bottom.
Okay. You watered every flower, every bed in there? Okay, just checking. Just making sure. Don't want him to come home to some dead produce. Just go down and feed the little guy. Just go do it.
I don't want to because I'm eating breakfast.
Okay, well, when you're done eating breakfast, go do it. It doesn't have to be done immediately because Shep's sitting there playing a video game and doesn't want to hear the little chirping. He can, if he doesn't want to feed the bird, he can wait until you're done eating. All right? Problem solved. All right, love you, bye. All right, sorry. We may have rescued a little birdie that was in my attic that ended up falling down through some venting, and we couldn't find the nest or the mommy, so we just he'll be ready to go in a day. He's almost there. He's just needed a day of recovering, and then he'll go back out into his wildness. All right, so here's our raccoons. La da da. I gotta get you some water. Water. That's for the foxes. Today we have eggs, grapes, some shrimp stuff that I don't know really what it is. I have some Special K cereal, along with some other fruits and veggies in here. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, ma'am. Thank you. Okay. These are our raccoons getting their eggs, and of course you have Percy, who's gonna chow hound all the grapes. Oh, they're going for the Special K today. I know you guys don't get cereal very often. Do you like it? Oh, that's so funny. You have Miko that goes for the egg. You have Rocket that went for the egg. You have Percy, who was always eating the grapes. And then, oh, there goes Apollo. And look at all their crawfish. All their crawfish they had yesterday. Yum, 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 yum. Hey. You're cute. Okay, let me fill up your waters. Now, they have access to water always, but I did dump their bucket water this morning because I needed to, because I do it every day. Anyway, let me fill this real quick so I don't forget and they have access to clean water, not their play water. I don't want to forget. All right, so he's eating. Let me turn it to shower so it fills up a little bit quicker while you guys watch him eat some food. Shower, shower, shower. No, raccoons do not wash their food. That is a myth. Just heightens the feeling and sensory in their hands, so it makes it feel cooler. That's all that does. It allows them to feel when they're fishing. It allows them to feel what they're actually going to be grabbing and eat. I'm lucky if I get 6 to 8 ounces of water a day, Mark. I drink coffee, and apparently it's not like drinking water. I actually brought my, there we go. Here comes breeding season. I thought I was gonna get away with this year, but Rocket is showing me that that's not gonna happen. That's enough. Thank you. That's a sign of Rocket getting ready to separate. So I gotta play some musical animals here. Hey, knock it off. Rocket, stop. Jeez Louise. Those hormones, I tell you what, they make you go a little crazy when you're a raccoon. Or a human. All right, let's get Salvador's food here. Golly, dude. Come on, Elbow. Get better for me so I can be back to full function. All right. I know I gotta stay hydrated. I try. I do try. I come in with the best intentions to try, and I don't. Okay. It's so important. I make my kids do it. Like, hey, you haven't drinking water today. Go get your Stanley. Go get your Hydro Flask or whatever one that they have. Your Iron Flask. We have so many. Hi, bud. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, sweetie pie. This is Salvador. He's my giant anteater. Hi, bud. I love you. You know what the problem is? I actually do enjoy water. Like, I enjoy it. Like, I love ice water. If I were to eat ice cream, I have to have a big glass of ice water with it. I don't know. It's just weird. It's how I grew up. You're shaving ASAP. Dan, look it up. It's a study I read about. And it was like that beards like at this length hold more bacteria than a toilet seat in a public restroom. Hi, Salvador. So Salvador is a giant anteater. He came to us through a confiscation, along with some sloths and some other animals. This guy has been a real honor to take care of. Cornelius. I worked for Dr. Cornelius. No. I love Dr. Cornelius. He's so awesome. And Dr. Lee and Dr. Vanasupa. All great. I worked for some really great doctors. PA Courtney. She was great too. I do too. I do too. I prefer cold stuff. Well, my coffee I don't like iced coffees though. I'm not a fan of iced coffee. But I do like everything else cold. So that tongue is 2.5 foot long. It goes in and out of his mouth at 2 times a second. Hold on, I gotta refresh. One sec, guys. Facebook. When I don't see the comments and stuff coming through, I know something's going wrong. Let's see if Facebook gets better now. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. Facebook's comments were not coming through. Now they all just popped up at 1. It looks like creamed corn. The anteater is so nice. Raccoons are beautiful. I'm sorry, guys. Hi, buddy. Now they're popping up. I'm sorry. I missed all your comments. Why they don't like iced coffee? Do you want to know my honest reason why? I'll tell you why I don't like iced coffee. It's not that I don't like the taste of iced coffee. I don't like the fact that I get less coffee. The ice takes up all the room. It has nothing to do with the taste or the flavor. It has to do with the fact that I get lesser. And I don't want lesser. I want more. And I don't like how iced coffee, you know, if I let my coffee sit and I go back to drink it, it's still gonna taste good. It's not gonna be all watered down. I don't like watered down coffee. And so if I don't drink it quick enough, then it's gonna be icy and nasty and like watery and bleh. So I drink hot coffee because I want more coffee. So when I get a grande, it's actually a grande of coffee. It's not a tall with ice. Hi, Odie. Okay, so I might get bit here. Just FYI. Let me, I've seen people do that, but it's the watering down of coffee I don't like to do. Which is ironic, because which is funny because like I drink an Americano, and so an Americano all it is shots and anyway, I might get bit, so don't judge me here. Odie doesn't like people, and so I have to change out his bed today, and we'll see what happens. Hi, bud. Good morning. I'd rather not be chased around your enclosure today, but you know, if that's what it's gonna take, then that's what it's gonna take. All right, buddy. Go over there. Go over there. Go over there. Don't make me wrap you up like a burrito. Well, you know what? I appreciate you making a liar out of me today. That was very, thank you. Would you rescue me? Yeah, right. Okay, Rylan. I'll deal with it when I go home, but I fed him this morning at like 6 in the morning, so he's probably not that hungry, honey. He's probably just chirping. Good. Okay, thank you. I'll evaluate him when I get home. I gotta see if he can fly, and if he can fly, we can let him go. Okay, love you, bye. My daughter. How I love her. Also known as a coati. Right here. Australia, we do love coffee here. I'm from Washington, so what's that animal sound? Oh, that's a bird. That that's a cockatoo. Hi, this is Felix. I'm gonna change Felix's bedding real quick. Here, Felix. So we'll go in here and I'll put you on him because I gotta close the door if I'm not gonna stand in front of it, even though he's not gonna really do anything. He does try to get out. Sorry, bud. Don't bite my legs. Watch out. I'm like, he doesn't really do anything. Ah! Alright. I'd appreciate if you didn't make a liar out of me. Odie, that was a fine. He's allowed to make a liar out of me. He didn't attack my legs or anything, but you're usually a good boy, so let's keep that going. Okay. So let me get you guys pointed down here real quick. Bink. There he is. There's Felix. Go pull out his nasty bed. Felix. Gross. Alright, here we go, guys. Now this is Felix. He's got some fresh bedding in there now. Oh, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. All right, so Felix is a rescue coati that we had. Hello. Stillwell, Oklahoma. We actually, when I worked in the trucking industry, we sent stuff there all the time. I don't want, no, go away. Go eat your food, you silly boy. So you can see how much better he's walking. So he walks a little funny because he had a dislocated hip that had healed incorrectly. He had a BB in his shoulder. He got to us and his little buttocks was kind of bald right there. And you can see all that new hair growth that's coming in. He was eating a diet of tortilla chips and tortillas. And look at how well he's doing now. Oh, thank you. That makes me sound like, that makes my heart so full. This is such a wholesome little part of the internet. Thank you. We try really hard. This is a Cotamunde, also known as a coati. He is a white-nosed coati, and Squeakers was a South American coati. Oh, I bet that's a challenge, Mark. Thank you. We appreciate that. We're going to be doing some fun stuff for kids. We're going to be starting a kids tube here. That's going to be an educational blurps for the kids. We're going to be doing some funny clips and stuff here and there. We got to build it up because if I don't build up my social media platform, I'll have to shut down my organization completely. And I've been doing it for 26 years, but unfortunately, my bank accounts are almost zero, and this has cost me $50,000, $30,000 to $50,000 a month to take care of this. So it's pretty terrifying, I must say, but we're still here. All right, so we're gonna go this direction. Oh, cargo. I'll switch out your blanket tomorrow. You're not really a dirty skunk, like, oh, he is. This is Cargo. Cargo is nocturnal. She comes out at night and digs in her logs and eats her food and all that stuff. So we just let her be because she's hot, meaning she can spray me. Look at our gators sunbathing today. Sunbathing gators, sunbathing gators. Yeah, so all the ways you can help our organization can be found in the link in our bio. We are solely staying open right now due to donations, and so we need help. Dan's going. Bye, Dan. Hi, baby. What do you guys think, huh? What do you think, Big Ben? Oh, that's my bowl from yesterday. I was giving the animals treats. Hi. Hi, Luther. Luther, Luther, Luther. Hi, Nai Nai. I gotta go feed the other foxes. Little squealy scoos over here. Hi, Edward. Hello, ladies. Good morning. Faith, you have quite the silent scream there. Hi, Faith. Again, I'm gonna go in here slowly and then I'll come grab you guys. What's up, baby? Really? Ow. Excuse me. Move. All right. No. Come on, buddy. All right, guys. We go down here. Go in here, I mean. All right, here we go. Here's our other foxes that we rescued. We have good old Todd. We have good old Dexter. We have Edward. We have Akasha. We have Faith right there, who, yes, can get down. And where is Audrey? Hi, Audrey. Maybe go bring Audrey some food here. Go check on my little Audrey. So you guys can watch these guys eat real quick and have their little scuffles. And I'm gonna go give Audrey a couple pieces of stuff. All right. Good job, baby. Audrey. All right. Aren't they cute? Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, there is no cleaning the alligator cage because the dirt is on the inside of the panes. It's in between the two panes, so there is no cleaning it. Dave, when he built it with glass that could never be cleaned, and it's been one of our biggest struggles out here of OCD. So anyway, these foxes were saved. We partnered with Save a Fox and rescued 12 foxes and 2 wolf dogs from them that she had gotten out of the fur farm. She had saved 500 foxes from a fur farm, and we were able to take 12 of those. So we do need your help to these are actually considered silvers. So she's losing her silver fur and turning black for the summer, and then she'll be silver again in the winter. These are red foxes. That is a lavender fox. Come on, Akasha. Akasha's being weird today. I gotta go buy meat tomorrow. Anyway, oh, it's not too hot here. It's I don't know, I'd say probably like 68, maybe 60, 67 right now. Akasha, she's all spread out over there. Cutie patootie. What are you doing, Edward? Hi, Faith. I love bugs. I love you. So anyway, an honor to be able to take care of these guys. And there's my beautiful ladies right there. Beautiful ladies. Beautiful ladies. Hello. Do you want something to eat? What about you guys? Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We have 32 chickens or so and some ducks. Let me go get some scratch for them. Well, good morning. Come here. All right. So they do have a food dish back there that has 40 pounds of feed in it. That's covered and above ground. But let me tell you what, these guys, they like to eat it off the ground. I know. We have a Todd. One of the red ones is named Todd from Fox and the Hound. And I always think of Robin Hood when I see foxes. Robin Hood and Little John running through the forest. What I don't get is when you rescue foxes from a fur farm, you're just making the problem worse and keeping these farms going. Well, that farm got shut down, and so 500 foxes needed a place to go so that they didn't have to be euthanized. So that's not really keeping the fur farm going. It was shut down. So, you know, and the reality is, I know one of her main points is that, you know, fur farming. Hi, Ferdinand. I mean, if you eat chicken or you buy dog food or you buy anything like that, you know, or you eat eggs it's not much different than a fur farm. And I don't agree with it. I think they're beautiful animals and they should not, they should, it's a hard, I know, I'm trying to rephrase this correctly. I'm not against beef farmers. I'm not against chicken farmers. I don't agree with fur farms because I don't feel like it's a necessity of survival to have fur farms for humans. So that's really sad to me, and I don't agree with it. I don't think animals should just be used for their fur, especially wild animals. It's different for me with domesticated animals for some reason. It's a hard subject. Not all farms are what? It's a sensitive subject. I had because I support people. No, you're right. Not all farms are shut down. Absolutely. I know, but for her, those little kits were just going to be literally thrown in the dumpster. So what do? You let that happen? I mean, it's just a hard situation. It's illegal in states for people to do that. And so I guess them better be saved than disposed of inhumanely. I don't know. It's a very sensitive subject. I understand the frustration. But that's also the same thing with shelters. I mean, there's people in rescue who literally take dogs out of rescues, put them in boarding and let them starve to death and just collect your donation. And then there's rescues who do it really, really well and actually take the dog and do behavioral analysis on them and find them homes and don't stick them boarding. And, you know, it's just, there's corruption in no matter what we do. And us people who are actually trying to help and rescue animals, we're doing the best we can, but we can't eliminate the corruption without the support, actually without like government support, like actually putting stronger laws and regulations into place and doing that kind of stuff. So this is a bobcat. Hi, Jinx. He's watching chicken TV over here. So again, yeah, so we have over 130 animals with over 56 different species here. That we work with government agencies to give animals a forever home so they didn't have to be euthanized. So we are a retirement home for animals that would have else been put down, because animals that are captive bred and born, or animals that have been too habituated for, you know, obviously by people, they cannot legally be released into the wild. And so we give them a forever home so that they don't have to be euthanized. So we helped with 12 foxes that needed a forever home because they needed the home. I'm the president of the organization, of the nonprofit 501c3 charity organization. So we need to learn how to coexist. Like if people really knew what was going on, like they're coming up with new studies that are saying that 96% of all living things, like of all like breathing living things, is domesticated or human, and only 4% of wildlife is left, and that is terrifying. That's absolutely terrifying. We do need to learn how to coexist. But here's the thing, I can never stop the animal trade industry. I can never stop people buying a bobcat because they just want one. I can't stop that, but I can make sure that they have a good home, right? So you can live out the rest of your life. It wasn't your choice to be in captivity, was it? It wasn't your choice, was it? No, beautiful girl. No. Ow! Ow, ow, ow. I don't have chicken for you. Holly's bringing it. Hi, boy. How are you doing today? You snuggled in your blankies. So, you know, again, I'm a true believer. If an animal can be free, let it be free. I don't want them in captivity. I want them in nature doing what the ecosystem and you know, wants them to do, right? And that's keep the balance of the ecosystem. But I also have a soft spot for animals, and I've been doing it for 26 years, and I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty good at it. Yeah, I'm pretty good at making sure that you just stay safe and have a good life and live the rest of your life as happy as possible. Come here. Oh, I can't reach you. You know, and so that's what we do. And guess what? I get to educate children why animals are central within the ecosystem, and hopefully give a new love and appreciation from everything from the beautiful wolves to the mosquitoes and why we need mosquitoes, and, you know, and hopefully spark that. I see you, Dora. And hopefully spark that interest of what are the purpose of cougars? What are the purpose of foxes? Oh, I didn't know foxes were seed spreaders and that they actually spread seed from. We got a box. See, got a box. They love cardboard boxes. They shredded it, and Holly pulled all the styrofoam out of it. It's still sitting here. This is gonna be King's enclosure. We rescued 2 wolf dogs that we were told got along, and guess what? They don't. So now we're having to set up a whole new enclosure that we were not prepared to do, but we're doing it. We're gonna get it done. Hi, King. King. I'm gonna flip you guys around and show you King. We've had these just for a couple months. Hi, King. Hi, babies. He's in the bigger side right now. Again, we were told there later, you can't free the cat. I would go to jail. It's illegal. You can't put possible bad genetic. Hi, Tino. Hi, buddy. You can't put animals that have been raised by humans back in the wild. It's illegal. The roosters are my neighbors. Those aren't mine. So I can't let him go, or if I could legally do it, then she would already have been gone, already been back in nature. But it's not legal. You can't do that. And there's so much more devastation that can come from that than people know, and that's what we're here to educate you about. Why can't you just put tigers back in the wild that have been captively bred and born? Well, because we don't know their genetics, we don't know their DNA. So what if we put a cougar, let's just say, that had a genetic deformity of arthritis, or like hip dysplasia for a dog, or something like that, or was carrying some kind of bad DNA. Well, if you put that back out in the wild, not knowing the genetics, why do you look so big, like you're gonna lay an egg right now? Doesn't she look like she's gonna just pop out an egg? Are you just gonna pop out an egg right there? You look like you're gonna lay an egg. You okay? Are you all right? You're all floofy. Look like you're gonna lay an egg. Or you better not be egg bound. Oh, I'm gonna have to soak you, my friend. I gotta soak her. Make sure she's not egg bound. I saw a cool thing where they cut a little hole in a Tupperware and they put the egg in there so they can soak. But yeah, she definitely needs to be soaked. Hey, Holly. We got a chicken that needs to be soaked. I don't know where to put her. I don't have any open enclosures. Where? Next to the cougar? Oh, okay. She needs to be soaked. I'll see if I can catch her. 1 second, please. I'm gonna catch her.
I'll go steal one of the snake little troughs and put it in there.
Huh?
I'll go steal one of the snake troughs and put it in there. The little short ones.
Should we take a bad tote lid and do that tote thing?
Oh, probably. So I can just do a tote then.
Yeah, because we did a tote. We grabbed one of our and drilled the hole in the top. Then she'll be stuck in there to have to soak. So we can leave her in there for about an hour or so. But yeah, she definitely is trying to lay an egg and can't do it. The joys of having chickens. So, anyway, sorry. What? Okay, Angela. Here's the thing. I don't personally agree with fur farms at all. I don't think they should be in existence. We have too many technology of creating fake fur if somebody wants it. I don't agree with fur farms. You cannot legally set captive born and bred animals into the wild. It would do a disservice to the ecosystem. That would cause devastation within the fox community of the wildlife. So if I were to take these foxes, oh my goodness, Salvador. If I were to take these foxes and set them loose, any bad genetics that they have from being overbred would destroy the foxes. It's like when the American government brought in mange to control the wolves and didn't realize that mange could be contracted by other animals, and then it created devastation within the ecosystem. It's actually similar to that. By putting bad genetics that you don't know into the wild is a disservice to the ecosystem. It's also a disservice to an animal that has literally been fed 3 squares a day and has never learned to hunt or live on its own. So you would have animals that would actually be walking up to people, asking them for food. Then they would be deemed nuisance, and then they would actually legally be able to be euthanized by a normal person on the street. So that is the sad part. That's the reality that people don't realize. So if you have a raccoon in a lot of states, if you have a raccoon that's nuisance, they actually have a list on the website for Fish and Wildlife of how you can humanely euthanize that animal, because they don't want you to call them. It's horrible. It's horrible. There actually is, you can, like if it's a snake, you can actually decapitate it. Like that's the humane way through Fish and Wildlife, but you can only do that with snakes. You can't decapitate the other animals. So that's the whole thing people don't understand. And it's like, for example, like when we got the whole whale thing, I don't agree with big mammals in tanks. I don't think that we should have orcas and dolphins and all that stuff in tanks by any means. We don't have the space, we don't have the adequate room to provide what they truly necessarily need. I don't agree with it. I'm not for it at all. Okay, so when they did the freeing of the orca and they put it back into the wild, the pod rejected it and it died. Now, some people say, well, that's better than it living in a small tank. But the suffering that it took to pass away and starve to death because it couldn't find a pod that would accept it was tragic and, in my opinion, torture for that animal. Again, I don't agree with big mammals in big tanks. But you have to know that sanctuaries like mine are around to give animals forever homes so that they don't have to be euthanized, because I believe the animals should be free if they can be free. But I don't think that they should be euthanized because of their species, because somebody decided to bring them in and tame them. I don't think that's fair. So we're here, and then guess what I get to do? I get to educate children of why these need to be put out in nature, and educate you of why we need coatis, and why we need foxes, and why we need raccoons, and why we need porcupines, and why we need butterflies, and why we need mosquitoes, and why we need songbirds, and why the feral cat population needs to be brought back down, because it's destroying the ecosystem and it's eating the birds that eat the mosquitoes and eat the bugs and is the bug control. And we don't have as many songbirds as we once had, you know, and how you shouldn't be feeding your wildlife, and how you shouldn't be putting a bowl out for your raccoons at night because they'll stay where the food source is. Anyway, that's why I'm here, to educate of why that's important. So it's really important that people know rescues are doing the best that they can. We're constantly being criticized. We're constantly being bullied. We're constantly having to not only put up the emotional front on the side that we have animals that come in that we can't save, and us saving them is actually having to put them down, dealing with the emotional toll of that. We have a lot on our plates, and so we're our own worst critics, most of us. We don't need anybody else to tell us, you know, like, I'm not talking to you in general. I'm talking about the whole Michaela thing. This is not directed towards you at all. We are just as angry in rescue. Like, we're genuinely just as angry. Like, it's so frustrating, and we can only do so much. We don't have money, and when we get people who comment and stuff and say like, well, instead of paying for tattoos, maybe you should put that money towards the animals. The amount that we've sacrificed for animals, I tell you what, man, until you want to do that day where you're eating, you know, canned corn and everything is going towards your animals and everything's going towards that, and you're sacrificing your own paycheck to pay your staff, and you're sacrificing, you know, your time with your kids and your vacations and all of that kind of stuff. Like, I don't feel like people have the right to comment that people in rescue get to do things for themselves every once in a while. And I don't think that people in rescue, to have good rescue, should have to be living in like poverty to be able to be considered a good rescue. Like, I think rescuers should actually be paid really well, because it's a very stressful job what we do. That's just my opinion. So anyway, I think I should be making good money. I'm not making any. But like, I should be being paid well for what I do, for putting in 80 hours a week, and for the sacrifice away from my kids, and for like having to drop everything and come out here on a Sunday, and for having to always have 24-hour surveillance on my animals. And if there's fireworks going off, I'm coming out here and sitting with my animals until 4 in the morning until they're calmed down and they're comfortable. You know, like, I put a lot of work into this, and, you know, but the animals will always come first. We're by a military base. And not only do I take care of all these animals, I have 10 dogs and 5 cats at my house. This guy got rescued because he was going to be euthanized. So did that one. My Chow Chow Shar Pei. Move. Wait. Thank you. My Anatolian Shepherd Pit Bull. Undesirable breeds. I think they're fantastic, but I don't take their genetics for granted. Lucy! One of my favorite rescues! Hi! Stop, Cooper. Hello, Lucy! Come up here. Pretty bird. Come here. Cooper, no. Come up here. Come here, Lucy. Lucy, come up here. Lucy, come on. Lucy. Lucy. Lucy, come here. Come here. I can't reach you right there. Come here, Luce. Come here. Come here, Luce. Oh, sharpen that beak for Jeremy later. Are you gonna attack Jeremy later? Are you gonna attack him? Are you gonna get him? Sweet girl. So this is Lucy. She is a crowned red Amazon. She's one of my favorites out here. So when she sees me, she tries to unalive Jeremy. Like, she's fine with Jeremy, but the moment she sees me, protection mode goes into play. Come on. Come here, pretty bird. Here's my girl. Come here. Are you gonna bite? What? You gonna bite Jeremy? I love her. Let's go see other animals. Let's see who's in this one. Mika! Jasper! Hi, Mika! So Jasper came to us. He got rescued, and his little foot, that had been broken and had healed wrong. And so a Good Samaritan took him in and did all that. No, I didn't watch fireworks with them. I'm saying that I have to come out here if fireworks get too bad and they get nervous. My wolves actually did just fine this year, though, with all the big booms and stuff going on around the compound. They did fine. They weren't nervous. Max slept through the whole thing on my cameras. He was just fast asleep. All right, let's go in here. I love her laugh, too. It's so evil. All right. Let's come in the sloth house, and say hello to Rian. Riani. Get ready. Here comes cuteness. Sicka sicka bow wow. All right. So this is Rion. 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 Wise man said, only fools rush in. Hey. Hi. But I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? She's like battering her eyes at me. But I can't help falling in love with you. But I can't help. Come here, love bug. Did you heard when I said yesterday to the people that we were going to probably be switching you in Adagio today, and so you decided to stay up there? I was talking about how it's Adagio's turn to come up front and for hers to go in the back, and she was not happy with me yesterday talking about that. All right. So normally she climbs down to me when I sing to her, but not today. She must be, hi. I know I love you. So we'll see if she'll climb down. All right, let's see if he comes down. So, Rion. No. Hey, Rion. Hi, Rin. Rion, are you just gonna be lazy today? You know what? That's okay. I feel it. I am exhausted too. There's something weird in the air of just pure exhaustion today. I've even noticed it with the animals too. They're kind of all just like bleh today. Is there something in the air, sweet girl? Fine. I'll go say hi to Adagio. Actually, I'll say hi to Ren first. So this is Ren. Ren actually made me go viral on TikTok. Ready? Right here, this box right here. In this box. Take box number 1 or box number 2. Let's make a deal. In this box right here, it's the sweetest little thing in all the land. Hi, Ren. How are you? Did you get some fresh coconut core? Did you get a fresh coconut core? Hi, sweet girl. Pitter patter, pitter patter. Pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. Hi. So Ren, we've had for quite some time now, as long as we've had the sloths and the giant armadillo, actually. Giant anteater, not giant armadillo. This is her favorite box. We've tried to replace it several times, and she's just like, nope, that's my favorite box. So this box has been repaired there's not even a number. Several times we've had to repair her box. This is her favorite one. Now this is not a 9-banded armadillo, so she does not roll into a ball. She actually burrows. So she likes to dig. So she has some coconut core in here that she gets to dig and enjoy herself with that. Then we have, let me get out Foxy here. This is my box turtle. One of the only little turtles that has a hinge right here that can close himself completely in here. I gotta pull his little toesies out so I can clip his toenails, but he won't let me do it. It's not a friendly box turtle. This came to us from, we think, a neglect situation, because he came to us in pretty rough shape. He's doing okay. I've had him for a long time now. You can see that they had some shell rot that we had to deal with. and all of that. Now they can feel in their shell, so a lot of people don't know that, but like they actually have nerve endings in their shell, so they can actually feel when you scratch them. And my tortoises love to be scratched. Then you can see he got bit by something somehow there. So unfortunately, this is full grown though. He won't grow anymore. It's a little guy. Beautiful eyeballs too. These beautiful orange eyes. And you can't even, once this is hinged, there's no opening this hinge. I'm trying that hard because I don't want to hurt him. But there's no. Okay. Then we took in some iguanas a long time ago. I have one left from that big confiscation. They were fighting. I might lose service. If I do, April will text me, don't worry. So my iguana, huh, baby girl? My iguana here, you can see her tail got broken off at one time. She has scars all over her. She had a rough life. But now she gets some kale and some apples and some sweet potatoes. And she gets to poop in her water like she likes to, and gets to get cleaned out every other day because she poops in it every other day. That's always fun to walk that down. And then down here by my feet. Hi guys. How are you doing? This is Speedy. These are our red-footed tortoises. And yes, they do get to go outside too. But this is nice and warm in here for them. So our Washington weather, they're in here more than not. And then let's see if Adagio will come down. Hey, what are you doing? Oh man, Cooper is driving me bonkers today. He got to be with me all day yesterday. I brought him out here with me, and when it's just Cooper, I can take him everywhere in the compound because he just doesn't care about other animals. And so now he's like, hey, why am I not by your side the entire day? You're off, you need a nap? Oh God, Mark, me too. I need a nap too. What is a nap? I actually took a nap, like for the first time, like I fell asleep, like for, I don't know, half hour. I was more tired, I didn't like it. I was like, that's why I don't take a nap. What was that?
It's hot water.
That's a new sound.
Huh?
That's a new sound. All right, on that note, I have a lot to do. I got a lot of computer stuff to do. Oh, someone sent in a Chewy order. Let's open that real quick so that we can think. I don't get notes of who sent it, so whoever sent in our Chewy order, thank you. Hi, sweet babies. Oh, Lucy! Hello! This is Lucy. I'm coming to you. Hi! How's my baby doing? Hi! Hello! Do me a favor. You land a good bite today. You land a good bite today. Okay, you land a good bite today. You're so cool. You're so sweet. All right, let's look at our Chewy order and see what we got, and then I'll let you guys go. I need a nap too, like desperately need a nap. Oh man. But like an 8-hour nap, is that a nap? 8 hours. All right. My dogs may have stood on the boxes. So, someone sent in, ooh, our ferret food, thank you. And our goat feed. 50 pounds of goat chow, whoop whoop. I'm gonna put this over here real quick, one sec. actually did. They don't put names on here, so I'm sorry. For whoever donated this, thank you so much. For whoever sent this in. Hi. Let's see what else we got. Cooper, no. Cooper, no. Oh my God. Chicken food. Chicken food. Chicken. You're funny. And critter litter.
Gotta have critter litter.
Yes, you do. And oh, super Fallon flock, meaning that this is like an all flock type thing, which is fantastic. 20% protein of all-purpose mini pellets. Whoop whoop. So there's the Holly.
You be nice or that's gonna be your food.
Hey, Lucy, make sure you land a good bite for me today, okay? You land a good bite on him today. So, I gotta call Sergeant today too. Anyway, I realize. Anyway, on that note, thank you. If you guys are interested in helping our organization, all ways to help can be found in the link in our bio. Watching our videos and stuff does help. We are on the Creator Fund, so we do have our stuff monetized. So on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, it all does help if it's a minute or longer. We also have our Amazon wish list that has stuff of our reptile house in it. If you send something in for our reptiles, you actually will be going on our reptile banner, because we are redoing our reptile room right now. Thanks to you guys, we're slowly renovating it, which is fantastic. Then we have, oh, they're gonna start a, those are brakes. That's not a howl. Those are brakes, but usually that will start a howl. Sometimes, oh, I lost Facebook. My phone is gone instead. Anyway, you can get stuff off the Amazon wish list if it's for the reptile house. Cooper, no. If you get something off of our Amazon wish list for the reptiles, you'll go on that banner. We do have other things on there like toys and things like that for the animals. And we do have a Chewy wish list, and all of this can be found in the link in our bio, thepoppleme.co/BWM. And we also have monthly symbolic adoptions. That's all getting worked out. I have a meeting with that today to get that all redone and renovated, which is super exciting. And what else do we have? We have our Save a Fox. Not for Save a Fox, it was for our foxes. It was rescue foxes that we have a bonfire campaign that was drawn up by April Grossruck, who's an amazing artist. We do support our local artists as much as we can, or our artists in general, not even just local, but artists in general. We love art. And then, yeah, so there's a lot of different things that you guys can find on there. Make sure you join us tomorrow as we go live. I'll make sure my phones are fully charged tomorrow. If they're charged by the time I get here is actually the question. And then when you start working at like 4 in the morning, your phone tends to die pretty quick throughout the day.
You're doing emails before you get here.
I gotta go do emails. I gotta have a meeting with the symbolic adoption rewrites, because she sent me an email the other day and I haven't responded yet. I need to call her and talk to her because it's just gonna be easier. I got to update the Amazon wish list, and I got to update the newsletter. So, and add more people to the newsletter in an hour. I have an hour to do all that. So, thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you again tomorrow, probably around 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, to feed the animals and say hello to them all once again. But I got some vet stuff I got to take care of today too. So, have a great rest of your day, and we will see you all tomorrow.